middle brother, Damon. He is 8 years old. He's in 2nd grade. Sweetest kid ever, can help you do anything you ask him to do. Always there to help when needed. But many people don't know that he suffers with a severe case of ADHD. My name is Taylor. Not only does my little brother have ADHD, but I as well suffer from ADHD. I was diagnosed at the age of 16, but it is kind of known that I've had it since I was about 5. Main problem with this is because it's just like a lot of kids, or a lot of parents aren't really sure of like what to do. So I am hoping that you guys will figure out different ways to approach kids with ADHD and how to medicate them. So I'm going to go through the problems and causes and the solutions that you guys can go through. The first problem is medicating at a young age can cause a lot of problems. In a news article in US Today by Miranda Elias, she wrote about a girl who was diagnosed at the age of 8 with bipolar disorder, and she was put on medication for it, but because of the medication that she was on, it just made the symptoms worse, so they put her on medication that was only allowed for adults. And it seemed to work, but the problem was that she gained a lot of weight. She gained about 100 pounds. With this, it caused health risks. And because of the health risks, it could cause diabetes, other serious heart attacks, heart problems. So medication, giving medication to young children can cause a series of side effects that could lead into serious issues. How children are diagnosed is also a big issue. Dr. Callie, a pediatrician back in Tucson, Arizona, says that doctors are diagnosing kids too early or too quickly. When they diagnose them, they don't take the time to properly see how they are diagnosed, how bad and severe the case can be. Another problem is over-medicating kids. When kids are diagnosed with things because of side effects that happen or can occur, they are put on other medications to help the side effects, so they are being medicated for more than just one problem. Okay, sorry, I dropped my note. Okay, some causes for this is doctors just giving medication to children without fully diagnosing them, like I said. It's an issue because if they don't take the time to analyze the child and assist them with what they need, it can make them get medicated for symptoms that they probably don't even have. Another cause is lack of education. Parents are seeing that their children are really hyper and really active and just assuming that they have ADHD, or seeing that they have really terrible mood swings and just assuming that they have bipolar disorder. So those are some of the causes. To the problems, or to the solutions, I'm sorry, find doctors that are really serious in taking steps towards helping the children. For example, Dr. Callie is actually the pediatrician for my young brother. In order for my brother to be diagnosed with ADHD, my mom had to take a questionnaire. And when I talked to my mom about it, she said that it was probably the hardest test she has ever taken, and that includes any college final she's had, any SATs that she's taken. It was really hard because she actually had to think about the daily routine that my brother goes through. And it was also given to his teacher at the time, and she had also written out on the questionnaire that this was really hard and she really had to take the time to think about it. So that just shows how serious the doctor is to actually diagnose the patient and not just say, give them some of this medication because it can cause serious problems. Another solution is not just jumping straight to medication. There are other ways to help children who have ADHD and who have bipolar disorder. For bipolar disorder, you can go to counseling sessions. It's not a foolproof plan, but it's a start to where you can help the children out until they reach a certain age for them to get medicated. And when it's fully known that they really do have the symptom, I suggest the age of 13 because that is when they're not so hyper anymore and they're more focused and they're more calm throughout their time in school. Counseling is also a good way to let frustration, anger, sadness out. Depression is really good for a lot of kids that are going through it. Another thing that could help with not just going straight to medication is going outside. Kids who are said to have ADHD or ADD can focus better when they go outside. And for myself, I have never been on medication at all. I still to this day do not take medication. I really don't believe in it. When I was younger, I would go outside and I would play and just get all of my hyperness out when I came from school, home from school, and that was how I was able to sit and actually focus on my schoolwork. Another way is just educating yourself about the situation or about the problems, not just jumping straight to my child has this. It's a good way to know whether or not the symptoms are actually there. And whether or not they aren't. That way you can differentiate as the parent what is real and what's not, and then take it to a doctor. So today I've talked about the problems, the causes, and the solutions of medicating children. Hopefully when you have kids, or if you have a child, you will be able to just educate yourself more about the situation and have a better understanding of it.